So I've seen two types of success out in the business world for people who build their own business. One is just focused on transactions. How many transactions can they do in the shortest amount of time? And the other one is how many relationships can someone build? Now that sounds a little cheesy, but stick with me for a second. A long time ago, I was in the mortgage industry. This was late 90s. And there was a guy in our office who was crushing it, just doing a ton of business. And then there was this older guy who was also successful. And he just shook his head at this guy. Now, this younger guy, what he was doing was he would go out and he would upcharge the rate on the mortgage. Kind of like when you go to buy a car and the finance manager tries to give you a higher rate than you deserve. They're making more money by charging you a higher rate. That's what this guy was doing. And people were catching on. Now, this guy was scrambling to find new people to do this to, as opposed to just doing a great job building a relationship for somebody and earning a little less from that person, but getting referrals from them because they valued what he did for them, as opposed to resenting this guy, which is what people ended up doing. So I've always, it wasn't just him, but he was just one example along the way of, I'm trying to value relationships over transactions. It's important to me. It's fulfilling, right? It doesn't matter how many transactions you do if all you're doing is burning bridges with people. I'm focused on building good relationships with people, seeing their success, helping them when they need help, and the money will follow. If I do those things over and over and over again, I know that ultimately I'll be successful, I'll build strong relationships, and the business will come. If I just focus on the relationships and doing right by people, as opposed to being like that guy whose success, quite frankly, burned out.